then guys, so welcome back to another episode of Welcome to Wrexham. Now we've had a bit of a break since Christmas, so let's give you a recap of where we sit at the moment. We are in League One, we are just into September, and we've just finished transfer deadline day. One player brought in on deadline day, one player went out. So Leighton Clarkson came in on a free transfer after being released by Liverpool, and Lawrence Figaro moved to Peterborough in an £80,000 transfer deal. So quite good business for us. In terms of the league, we currently sit top, 4 wins from 4 with a plus 12 goal difference. And Paul Mullin is yet again scoring goals with 4 so far this season. So it's been really good. We are out of the Carabao Cup after we lost 3-0 to Sunderland, which was in the last episode. But we did bounce back with wins against Morecambe in the league and Barrow with a much changed and much rested team in the Papa John's Trophy. We are going to be using that trophy this season to play a lot of our second string players, just to give them match experience, match fitness, and really trying to make sure our squad is where they need to be. We've also brought in Rafael Garcia. Now, he has been with us for a couple of years, but we normally send him out on loan. However, his potential it's massive. So we've brought him back with an idea that he's going to be a bench player to rotate with Rankin, Costello and Byrne on the left wing. He's only played Vanarama National so far. He played 45 games for Halifax, actually bagging 11 goals, which isn't too bad, but that was last season. We did send him to Flyde, but he wasn't getting the... we didn't get the best deal out of it, so I decided to bring him back and really kind of blood him into the team, because I think he will be the man to replace Jack Byrne. Because Jack Byrne is now, is he 28? So you're looking 4 seasons, maybe 2 or 3 years, 30, 31, we'll start to edge him out of the team and play Rafael Garcia. So we've got some exciting games coming up. We've got 4 league games to feature in this episode: Lincoln, Oxford, Plymouth and Rotherham. Let's see how we got against Lincoln in our first game. Okay, so one thing I have done is I've requested that the board increase the stadium, and it's been rejected. Now, if I look at our fans, if I look at the stadium first, we have 8,500 season ticket holders. Our stadium holds a maximum of 12,500. We are consistently hitting 10.5 in most games. We have a real opportunity to improve the stadium and expand it, but they keep saying no. We're now in League One. We should be looking for having a 15,000, getting that 15,500 back to where it should be. Unfortunately, the board don't agree. I'm really hopeful if we can get promoted again and get to the Championship, they will see sense. Obviously, there's a bit more TV money in that league, so hopefully that'll help. Otherwise, we're going to end up in the Premier League with a 10,500 seater stadium, which is mental. I'm expecting, if we get promoted again as well, to see the season ticket waiting list start to build, because obviously that hasn't happened yet. So fingers crossed that'll start happening. But yeah, it's very, very frustrating, I must admit. All right, so we are up against Lincoln. Lincoln have a strong team, playing a 4-3-3. Tom Hopper up front is a really, really good striker for them. We're going with a 4-2-3-1. Elliot Lee is back from injury. Paul Mullin's back in the team as well. Let's see how we get on in this game. Chance here from Les. Odderton takes it to Lee. We're playing really well, but we've not created any chances. However, Matty Longstaff makes it 1-0 to Wrexham. Early on, 25 minutes gone. That is a big, big breakthrough. Let's look at the replay. Odderton with a lovely, cheeky throw-in. Elliot Lee had lost his marker. Got very lucky there. Hopper, who I praised in the build-up, lost possession. Jack Byrne with a cutback, and Longstaff 1-0. Straight from the kick-off then, Mullin to Longstaff. Bernard, who's come back from international duty. He is a great signing. We managed, the fact we were able to get him from Manchester United while we were in League Two is incredible as well. What a run that is by Odderton. He's got great pace, whips it in. Oh, the keeper spilled it. Paul Mullin on hand for the rebound. Let's have a look at the replay. How much of a mistake has Blackman made here? Odderton's pace is key in this goal because he burst down the right-hand side. Blackman, oh, he's had a shocker. He should have left it to the defender. Paul Mullin on hand, though. 2-0. Free kick here. Fox to take it. It's on the edge of the box. It's a chance. He whips it in. It's close, but he misses. Okay, what a win that was for us. 2-0 away at Lincoln. That is not an easy game. If we performed really, really well, though, and we're still top of the league. 5 wins from 5, 16 goals scored, and only 2 conceded. This is the best start defensively we've had so far in this save. So let's really build on that. We've got a couple more league games to bring you. Let's see how we get on the next one. All right, so at the racecourse ground, we've made a couple of changes. Masterson comes in for Bernard, De Silva in for Fox, and McEachran has come into the midfield as well. So we've strengthened it a little bit. Oxford won't be an easy game, though. They're going to come to win, that is for sure. They're 15th. They need the points. Let's see how we get on. Building from the back then, goal kick with Jaros to Masterson. We've had a decent start. There's not been much created by either team yet, so hopefully that'll change. That's a dreadful pass from Elliot Lee, though. He's another one. I think this is his level. Definitely starting in the National League was too low for him. That's a good run by Rankin Costello. Probably the same with Mullin. That's a good effort. Close. Still not much created. Oddefin. Good run, shoots, but it's over the bar. At least he's having a go. It's a good effort. Byrne takes the corner. It's claimed by Cumming. Yeah, one player who regular watchers this series will have noticed isn't even in the squad is Ollie Palmer. We've started phasing him out. He's not registered in the league squad this year. He's on the transfer list. Just because he's 32 and he didn't score any goals. That's a great finish by Marcus Brown. 1-0 to Oxford. I said they'd come to win. That is a lovely goal. Let's watch the replay. It's poor from us. There's no press on the ball. It's only the 3rd goal we've conceded all season, and he just ghosted in. It's a good finish, though. 1-0. Byrne takes the corner. It's deep to the back post. Oh, Rankin Costello on the volley. That was a good effort. 4 subs made for us then. Elliot Lee's gone off. Matty Longstaff's come on. Great ball over the top to Mullin. And it's a good save by the goalkeeper, but it goes for a corner. Leighton Clarkson, who's the new signing to take it, whips it in near post, but it's cleared. Only out for another corner. We've got to get a goal here. The longer it stays 1-0, the harder it's going to be. Oxford playing very well. And it's cleared. George Thomas picks that up. Long ball, but it's met by Amenkwa, who's been a very good signing for us as well at the back. Liam Cullen, signed from Swansea last season. We've done so. Oh, what a save that is. Cummings is inspired today. Oddefin there with a throw in to George Thomas. Whips it in, but it's cleared. And it's cleared all the way to the halfway line. Cole De Silva, another player we've brought up from the National League. Longstaff. Another good save by Cumming. We've got to break through soon. And I just don't know if it's going to come. Leighton Clarkson whips it in, and it's met by Cumming. Good claim by the goalie. Clarkson dips it in. Oh, Yaboa Amenkwa drags us back into the game there. And I've just choked as I've commentated. That is a great header. Cummings finally beaten. Let's go for the win. Amenkwa. That is a lovely play. Rafael Garcia's on off the bench as well as is Ryan Walsh. All 5 subs made. Liam Cullen's been slipped through. Cullen has made it 2-1. We've come from behind. A lovely, lovely pass. 2 goals in 5 minutes. Walsh to Mullin. And Mullin, I bet he wishes he was on the end of the pass. But it's a great finish by Cullen. 2-1. Cullen whips it in, but it's cleared at the near post. Oxford are just starting to crumble a little bit, and it's 3. He's offside, Paul Mullin. Let's have a look at this offside. Are they going to show the replay? No, they're not. Oxford building with it in the middle of the park, then it's still 2-1. I'm disappointed there was no replay of that offside show. Murphy's in the box, he scores! Oxford back level. What a game this has been. It has ebbed and flowed. It's a lovely finish on the half volley. Biancone, lovely little chip. It's not read by Oddefin at right back. And that's a great finish by Murphy. De Silva with a throw in. Can we force our way back into the lead? Has that goal just taken the stuffing out of us? Garcia did well to win the ball to Longstaff to Garcia to Mullin. Puts it wide. He was offside anyway. Building from the back then, Jaros with a good goal kick to De Silva. Longstaff looking for the long ball. Rafael Garcia, who is a willing runner, but that's a poor cross. One thing he needs to work on, I must admit, is his decision-making. It's not the best, but it will come with age and it will come with first-team experience, and that's what we're going to give him from now on. We've got Joe Ling as well, who's another one, but unfortunately isn't registered this season. Oh, and that's a great save. Jaros has just probably secured us a point there. All right, so it finishes 2-2 against Oxford, the first time we dropped points, and we let Ipswich just gain a little bit of ground on us. They were they did play very well, but we dropped points at home, and that's not good enough. Anyway, on to the next one. All right, so the last game of the episode, we welcome Plymouth to the Racecourse Ground. One big change for us, Rafael Garcia starts, with Jack Byrne going down to the bench. We've got a full strength team out with Bernard, Longstaff, everybody back. So hopefully we can bounce back from a disappointing draw against Oxford. Plymouth, who are in second, we have to win. We lose, we drop off the top spot. So, big test. Here we go. Oliphant picks it up in the right back position then, so nothing's really happened in the first 10 minutes of the game. Elliot Lee is playing because him and Paul Mullin have a relationship like nobody else. And as I just say it, Elliot Lee slots it in for Mullin. It's 1-0. That is as perfectly timed as you could wish for. It's a great run. It's a great pass. Mullin beats the offside trap. 1-0 to Wrexham. Here we go. Up the Reds. Bernard then with a free kick. We start at the back. Hopefully we can now build on that because that will open up points. Ipswich have dropped down. They lost their last game. Elliot Lee plays it back to a Duffin to Clarkson, who's been a very good signing since we brought him in for free. It's 2-0. The keeper should have done better, but Matty Longstaff scores his third goal in a Wrexham shirt, and it's 2-0 after just 16 minutes. It's a poor clearance really from Barmer. It's not far enough away. Longstaff shoots. Cooper's got to do better for me. 2-0. Long ball upfield, picked off by Garcia. Plays it to Lee, to Mullin. Garcia in behind. Garcia, good save by the keeper. He is a very good player. His current rating might only be 1.5 stars, but his potential makes it worth him being in the team. It really does. Starting from the back again then. Plymouth have had no real threat. That's a great ball. Garcia's broke the offside trap. Garcia puts it just wide. It's a good effort. Duffin then to poor free kick. Doesn't really go anywhere near a Wrexham player, and Galloway brings it clear. Plymouth on the attack. The first real threat they've had, and that's a good effort from distance. Fox with a throw into Elliot Lee. 3 substitutions have been made by us now. Garcia has gone off. Hudderson's gone off. And Clarkson have all gone off and been replaced by McEachran, Mason, and Jack Byrne. So a little bit more experience on the pitch compared to what we had previously, but the passing has become very, very poor and broken up. It needs to get better, really. The first half we were so good, but the second half we've been pretty average. That's a good ball to Mullin. Mullin shoots. Mullin's hit the bar. That was a lovely effort on the chip. Goal kick then to Plymouth. We've got 2 subs waiting to come on. Liam Cullen and Ryan Walsh, both going to be coming onto the field shortly. Mullin, it's a mistake by the defender. Mullin, it's a good save by Cooper. Redeemed himself. Amanquah. Long free hit. McEachran on the ball. Amanquah had a very good game. Little bit, they are very gassed now because the games have kind of come thick and fast. But Liam Cullen seals it. Puts the seal on the envelope. It's 3-0. And that is game over. He's having a very good season on the wing. It looks like it's a tight offside. Let's have a look. He has timed that run to perfection. What a goal. Plymouth with a corner then late on. Jaros rises like a salmon and claims it with very little trouble, if I'm honest. Takes the long kick there. You can see he's looking for Mullin, but it drops short and Plymouth get the ball back. We need to make sure we don't concede here, really. 4 goals conceded all season so far, which has been very good in the league, obviously. Jack Byrne's through. Jack Byrne shoots off the bench to make it 4. That is a brilliant goal into the top corner. Just opens his body up. Let's have a look at the replay. Ryan Walsh with a lovely over-the-top ball. Byrne beats the offside trap and he just bends it into that top corner. Fantastic finish. Let's have a look at the offside. It looks close, but Byrne comfortably onside because of the centre-backs. Plymouth are giving it away pretty much straight from the kick-off here. Cullen on the attack, plays it in. Jack Byrne! Good save by Cooper. It was deflected. He had to react to that. Throw in then. Mason takes it and whips it into the near post. Good save by Cooper, but straight at him. Fox on it now down the left-hand side. Fox has very little left in his gas tank. McEachran to Cullen. Good save by Cooper to keep it somewhat respectable at 4-0. Fox to Lee. Lee looking for Mullin. And it goes out for a corner. So there is 20 seconds of injury time to play. We're now over the 3 minutes by the time you get to the corner. And that is a free kick. Bernard was penalised. So that's it. It's 4-0 anyway. A really, really good win. Puts us top. We are 3 points clear. 7 games played. 6 wins, 1 draw, 22 goals scored. And only the 4 we've conceded. Ipswich were our closest rivals before that game. They obviously lost the game before that, which dropped them from 2nd to 6th, which this league is very tight. But we are having a good season. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you are enjoying the content, please remember, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you think will happen this season. Do you see us winning the league? Can we get another cup run going like we have done in previous seasons and end up with a nice big Premier League team? And will I ever get that stadium expansion by Mr. Ryan Reynolds? Who knows? I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.